All right, so today we are going to be finishing a really old draft in Procreate. I probably started this a couple of years ago, maybe, um, and it's just been sitting in my drafts all this time. So it's kind of an unusual drawing for me. I was really trying to exaggerate my style and go for more of a comic book look. Um, but yes, so let's get started. I don't totally remember everything that I was going for here, but we're just gonna see what happens as we go. I'm gonna try to save the stream this time. I think the stuff we were drawing yesterday was really fun. But as a newbie, I didn't know I had to turn the settings on to save the stream afterwards. So I believe that I fixed that problem. And we'll see. Just in case I'm also recording this. So I made a note for myself here of the brush that I was using back in the day because I really liked it. Um, doesn't seem to be acting quite the same right now as I remember. So maybe I've got some settings here. Okay, thank goodness it's working again. I'm not sure why, but the software timed out or something, but that's okay. Test everything before the stream starts and then suddenly it stops working. Hmm. Not sure there's anything I can do about the audio. Well, hopefully it's not too bad. I'm sure it's lagging from real life a little bit. I think that's normal. Some newbie streamer problems. Um, but I've seen some more experienced folks have issues from time to time too, so it's all right. It happens. Well, I hope y'all will like PNG tuber Nad. I just made her today. Just a little experiment, just trying out lots of new things this week. We'll see if she gets a Christmas outfit or something like that in the future. I don't know, something seasonal, some more expressions. Thank you for the support. Support in the chat. My style of drawing hair is different than my style of drawing hair a couple years ago, so I'll see if I can get these to look um, a little bit more synchronous at some point. But mm, I had some problems with my Apple Pencil this week as well. I'm not really sure what's going on there. It's fully charged at this point. Yesterday I wasn't so sure. But it seems to just kind of randomly lose connection, and I have to like try some of my lines more than once, like right there. Don't know. Could be just getting old. Don't know. But just trying to embarrass me in public. I don't know what I was gonna make these. Maybe they were gonna be a little hmm, maybe armor. Now it almost kind of seems like something that's part of her shirt that's like coming back around and like pinning to the front of the shirt. Hmm. I don't know what 2022 Madison's intentions were here, but it's okay. We can just make new intentions. Going to be a lot of just kind of doodling here. I don't draw creatures a whole lot, so we're just going to freestyle some shapes and whatnot and kind of see how it plays out. These lines were kind of some notes that I made myself previously, I guess. And then this layer here is like stuff that I drew originally, and then here's the stuff from today. I don't like making this round, so I'm gonna change it. Started making some different shape language down here, so. I thought about giving little PNG tuber Mad a Apple Pencil or something to hold. This morning I thought that was an original idea. And then I was going through Twitch and I saw lots of streamers with like Wacom tablet pencils and stuff in their hands. And I was like, well, maybe not as original as I thought. I did see some pretty cool other PNG tubers today that had very creaturey kind of avatars. So we'll see. I guess whatever the vibe is, if we keep doing this long term. Things are happening. Ooh, I hate when that happens. Any suggestions from the chat as to whether this maybe humanoid figure under here should be human, or we should make him a little bit more spooky? Mm. I do have in the slideshow that's playing in the top right. I have there it is. The drawing that we made yesterday. It's like a yellow figure in the foreground with a red figure behind, and then a blue hand. So that was fun. We were doing 5-minute hand drawing sessions, and then I was going to do 5-minute portrait sessions too, but I had a lot of fun drawing the portraits, so they ended up being more like 10 minutes or so. I'd like to do that again, and next time I'll probably make it to where we can have the reference on the screen in case anybody wants to draw along. I was working on getting that set up today, but I couldn't quite get it how I wanted. So maybe next time. I just kind of wanted to freestyle and do some intuitive stuff today. Oh, okay. In the chat, we've got kind of looks like a jellyfish. I can also see it being a feathery headdress. Okay, I can see that. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I'm probably going to end up making this background bit more interesting than the foreground, but that's okay. So I think I have some ideas maybe for how I want to proceed here a little bit. Hmm. I don't know about this nose actually. Okay, I'll think about that later. Trying to figure out this monster right now. So, chat saying it was like a jellyfish made me feel like I don't know exactly a jellyfish route, but kind of continuing with this organic theme that we've got going on here. Organic shapes. And my dog is sitting here next to me, laying in her bed next to me, and she's snoring. And I knew that was going to happen, but I wanted to try it anyway. All right. Oh, I just realized I think they're both in here. Are they? I hear some squeaking. Mhm. Um, Alan Prince in the chat is saying maybe it could be a man eating, oh, a man eating plants. I was going to say a man eating a plant. Then it would be a vacation gone wrong narrative. Yeah, I guess she does kind of look more like she's on vacation. I'm pretty sure that I originally was imagining her as a warrior, but she does look kind of chilled out, not really wearing any armor or anything. So, mm, yeah, I'm thinking I like this kind of C shape that it's making, so I want to like keep that going. Mm, just kind of making a note to myself there on that. Mm, okay. I do like this um, pen a lot, even though I don't think it's responding how it did before, unless maybe this really smooth one must have been something else I didn't write down. Because I think the one I'm using right now is more like this that's in her eye. But I'm trying to remember. It's that chromograph set that's from mm, dang, I can't think of it. But if you use Procreate, you've probably gotten ads from them before. um, Jazz I didn't notice her outfit, but it looks utopian. How about a return to Earth narrative like the animated Godzilla movie where the world evolved to kill humans. Yeah, I do like that kind of narrative. Um, Annihilation is kind of like that. The series of books, in a way. It's one of my favorites. And I read a lot of right. So I watched the movie, which I liked. Parts of it could have been better, but it was still pretty interesting. And I went to I was interested in the book, and on Goodreads, the book didn't get that many good reviews at the time that I was looking. It was saying that it was too slow and stuff like that. And I guess maybe it is compared to like a action movie or something, but I really liked it a lot. It's one of my favorite books I think I've read. And so there's like three books in that series, I think. I've only read the first two, maybe over the holidays or something. I'll read the other ones. And so it sounds like Chat is reading this as a plant eating a guy over here. Just curious. I don't know what my intention is. It was just, just vibes. So I'm curious. Let's see. Mm, my Apple Pencil's being weird. All right, there we go. Hmm. I'd like to get pretty far with this drawing, make a lot of progress. I think we're doing good so far. I think it looks a lot different than it did before. Like we can just, you know, there's a lot more strangeness going on now already than there was earlier, which is good. Strange is good. To folks watching in the chat, my favorite animal is bats. So we do have some bat themed emojis and stuff for the channel that I drew. If you want to try them out. Uh, Chat says man eating plant, man imitating plant. I like the ambiguity. Yeah, that's also I feel like I can't remember if I don't know if this is a spoiler. I can't remember if in the Annihilation movie they like um went into that a lot, but I feel like in the book there is a lot more man imitating plant type um situations. Or it's all very mysterious, which is kind of what I like about it. I don't necessarily need to have things all spelled out. Yeah, I agree. I like that about it. Did a random emote roll and got the guano good fertilizer for the man plant. That's funny. I really like the guano emote. I'm curious to see how people might use it in the future because it could be like a poop emoji, but guano is a really good thing. So I feel like it has you can use it for good connotations too. Mm, just thinking, I'm thinking on what I want the hands to be like here, or handish appendages here. Oh, that ain't right. All right. Okay. This is also a exercise in trying to draw more since I don't really draw enough to begin with um, lately. So sometimes it takes my brain a second, like buffering, like how is the hand supposed to be, or where what is it doing in this angle? This thumb is not right at all. I wasn't gonna make them regular hands anyway, but I'm just kind of trying to get I don't know, some landmarks. Let's see. Too delicate looking right now, probably for a man creature. Oh, Chad says that they like that the hands aren't just branches or vines. Well, dang, I was about to totally make them vines. All right, we see. I think I have a understanding here now of what is sort of going on with that hand. Yeah, yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Ellen Princess saying in the chat, I think that giving the hands makes the figurative decision more deliberate. That's true. True, true. It's just, hands are harder to draw than vines. But I'm always saying that I like drawing hands. Just requires a little bit more concentration. It's kind of interrupting the flow, but that's okay. Um, oh, my pencil art. Actually, I think. Undo. Okay. You know what I really want to do is practice drawing hands like how they look in Atlantis, the animated movie. I love how that looks. And I saw an artist the other day on Instagram. I can't remember what their name was. And they draw their hands like that, and I was like, oh dang, I love that. It looks so good. I love those really exaggerated like joints and fingertips and stuff. The triangle shapes. Mm, okay, I think I can go back to our real layer now. Mm, yeah, maybe. Pinky got a little freaky. Mm. I drew a hand and then I was like, no, I want the fingers to be longer, and then totally threw off my whole game there. Mm. I'll figure it out as we go here. um, no. Mm. Dang. I just totally blacked out and played Yellow Cheese commercial. Sorry about that. So focused, I didn't realize the YouTube ad came on. So focused trying to figure out these kind of wrinkly hands. This is fun though. This is like kind of why I wanted to do something like this is, you know, when you're just being intuitive, you can kind of get lost in the doodling of it. And it's a lot of fun that way. My iPad feels so hot though. Is that normal? I'm over iPad streaming. The lo-fi I put on is getting a little jazzy. The wood texture is more subtle choice than branch hands. Yeah, I agree. It's going to be subtle sometimes. Yay. Filled in. Perfect. Okay. Although it was never going to be branch hands, it was going to be vine hands, but still, you're right. Yeah. Leaves for sleeves. Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. Do you do any streaming, Alan Praise? Are you going to be streaming? Doing some color theory demos? Well, I would definitely watch them. Today I was thinking about also at some point doing like some presentations about color, not in the same way that you would, but just like doing some stuff on color tools and color accessibility and stuff like that, just to get it out there, even if I'm the only one watching. Maybe other people will watch the VODs and learn some stuff. I used to really love drawing hair when I was younger. Like in high school, I would draw these like really elaborate ink and graphite and colored pencil drawings just to make really detailed hair. I don't think I have that patience anymore, but I would say a way to make good hair um, is to kind of treat it as we'll treat it in sections, like big volumetric sections, and then once you get to a certain place, then you can like start adding like some stray pieces and stuff like that here and there. Mm. Yes, and definitely accessibility also makes for stronger and more dynamic color choices. Yeah, that's true. And I found some really cool websites for that. Adobe Color is one of them, but there's a few that are really neat color palette websites. Um, what's the tipping point between strength and volume? um, hmm, no, I'm thinking about that. I guess the way I think about it is if like I don't know. It like the way I imagine it is like, when you see hair commercials for people with curly hair or the hair model has really curly hair and it's like a before and after. And the before is like kind of more of a like mass of hair, but you can see like lots of individual strands. And then the after with the shampoo is like, kind of more like this, where you're seeing like these big, thick curls and there's like separation in between them. Um, that separation style is kind of the one that's easier to draw, in my opinion, and that's kind of how I think about it. I don't know if that answered your question or if you were trying to be um, silly a little bit. I'm not sure, but And then like you do have to kind of make sure that you've got, I don't know, when it's a black drawing like this, just black and white. I'm only using black. You do have to make sure there's like enough darkness in the parts that are supposed to be shadows, and like where the volumes are meeting each other. And then this part up here is a little bit more stylized. The shine wouldn't look exactly like that in real life, but I think it when I was doing this part at this time, I was trying to make it, a little bit more comic booky, where like the mask just kind of turns into a black shape, and then we've got these very pointy shines, and then maybe some uh negative white that cuts in to suggest some other shapes. Chad is saying it did make sense. I have a hard time with hair. My highlights look like bald spots. Well, maybe they're too big. I don't know. I mean, I guess if sometimes when you stare at something for too long, it can start to look like something else. Like maybe if I look at this long enough, I'd also think it looks like bald spots on her. I don't know. I can't really decide if I want to give her pupils or not. I kind of like her without the pupils, but I don't know. She kind of looks more like she looks more scared with the pupils. I think she looks a little bit more clueless as to what's going on behind her without the pupils. So I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm kind of trying to decide if I think I want, I kind of want to still continue this. Okay, wait. This C shape, like all the way around. I don't know what that does for the composition exactly. Oh, maybe if we go all the way off, that might be good. Like that. Mm, could work. I feel like it would be boring to have him just kind of like just standing there, like on his feet in the background, and kind of keep going with this like cocoon thing, or I guess depending on how you're looking at it, like we were talking about, maybe the whole thing is made out of plant, and he's like a decoy, like one of those fish. Chat says the highlights move with the mass of the hair, not the head shape. Yeah, that's a good way of putting that and pointing that out. That is the intention. I didn't mention that, but yeah, that's right. Okay, I think we really got something going here. Looks like we've been going for about an hour. Last night I managed 40 minutes. I came to a stopping point a little bit sooner than I wanted to because I was a little unsure about what was going on with my Apple Pencil and stuff. But now I think I know that it's just like that, and it's just gonna keep doing what it's doing, I guess. So I'm not so worried about that now. I'd like to keep working on this for a while. I'll try not to let another chase ad come on on the music. I think I think when this becomes a VOD later, it's not gonna be on there. I hope. We'll see. Just learning a lot over here. I'm actually gonna pause the music just for a sec. Cause there we go. Got off of the playlist I wanted to be on. So there we go. Okay. Thank you for redeeming that posture check. I was hunched over like a shrimp, so I'm gonna sit up a little bit. 100 leaf posture check in the chat. I don't normally draw on my iPad at a desk, so I'm definitely hunched over it. Usually I just draw with it on my lap on like a little um, pillow or something. So it's definitely like kind of a weird setup for me right now. Try to get a little bit more twisty here. Make sure changing up the shape language a little bit. I feel like I had a little bit more variety, maybe not shape language, but just individual shapes, more variety up top, I think. I mean, it looks pretty cohesive, I guess, but to me, it seems like we need some more variety here. So I want them all to kind of be flowing one way, but I don't want them to all look like I'm drawing the same little pokey thing over and over. Probably why the figure is hunched, art imitating life. Yeah, that could be. I even when I was younger, I always used to like doodle in particular these characters like zombie characters and stuff, even though I don't really like zombies now very much. And like with these like super hunched rounded backs, like exaggerating it really hard. Um, and I don't know why I did that. I don't know if it was because that's how I felt or I just really liked how exaggerated and spooky it can look in a drawing. It's painful in real life though. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I like where this is going. I don't know. I don't even want to think about what I was gonna have going over here on the right side. I think it was gonna be like a building or a ship or something. I'm not sure if I have that in me or not. Are they blades of grass at the bottom? I don't know. I mean, I was kind of thinking it was like this shape, like this thing that this figure is in, like this creature that is kind of like coming around and enveloping him. Like he's like inside of it. I could probably do a little bit of a better job illustrating that, probably by having, kind of like how it is up here with this. Probably kind of repeating that down here might help. Yeah, kind of like a shroud. Um, or like a cocoon. Yeah, I'm kind of imagining like it being kind of like this open C-shaped thing that he's inside of. Not sure how to describe it with words, so I guess I'll try to keep drawing it. What's that? Oh, I think that was just going to be one of these little guys down here, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh, so looks confusing. Wasn't sure if it was like his leg or not. Oh, oh. I think my dog was getting excited about something, so just muted for a second. And that's his little paws walking around in the background. I could close the door, but you know, it's cute that they want to be in here with me. I don't want to deny them the quality time. Okay, let's see if we can kind of get the shapes going over here. Okay. Hmm. I like the proportion of that leg. It makes the figure look towering. Yeah, I'm thinking that it's probably bigger than her. Maybe. I don't know if I've succeeded it in the perspective based on like where he is and stuff, but if nothing else, the cocoon is definitely bigger than her, and then maybe he's the figure on the inside is about similar. I don't know. It is a very long leg. That's probably what you need. Sometimes I really like the way that that contour line looks, and I don't know why. Like I don't want to lose it, even though if I keep it, it's just gonna look weird. But I like I like that contour line on the knee there. Sometimes you can add like a little white line to like in between to keep your contours, but sometimes if there's not like enough room for it in the design or whatever, it just kind of looks weird, which I feel like was happening right now. So it looked like it just kind of like a duplicate of his knee and not like a contour shape. Where's the top of my little grassy stuff here? Gonna need to get an iPad fan. I don't know, do they make those? Hmm. I like when contours fall into black. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I like both. I don't know. I think I can like either depending on the artist, if it looks successful with the style. Some people are really good at so good at their craft that they can make, anything look really nice. Mm, I think I don't know if I want to totally get rid of this yet. Let me turn it off and see. Hmm. So still kind of trying to think what I want to do on this backside. If I want to do some kind of structure, or it might be a nice contrast to all the organic stuff that's going on. But I don't know if I have a structure in me. I don't draw that very much. I also don't draw plant men very much either. So I guess it's not a good excuse. All right, let me get just a little bit more of this going here. Maybe uh I know it probably looks crazy for y'all because I'm like spinning the canvas this way and that way, but it's like when you can't figure something out. I usually do it with paper too if I'm drawing on something small. But like you just kind of keep turning it until you can visualize whatever you're trying to visualize, right? um, so I'm trying to decide if I want like, you know, it to be like this or to keep this kind of original shape that I drew here. I guess I like it like this. I think that I like the idea of having like some more black space in here. So I think that's what we'll do. Get rid of this though because otherwise I'm going to end up drawing all the little guys the same exact shape. Same direction. Mm. Am I using a particular plant for reference? No, not at all. I probably should. But no, I'm just kind of drawing shapes as I see fit. I like drawing teeth a lot. So initially, when I was drawing these ones over here, I was kind of imagining it being like a like a skull almost, but like of a creature. So you know how you can see like um that isn't a very good tooth in general, but you know what I mean. How you can see like the kind of like that root shape coming up, and then like the tooth shape is sort of what I was imagining. Um, and then it turned more into like a like more planty, I guess. But I don't mind it. Might be wouldn't hurt me to use a reference though. It would probably give me some more ideas. If you like it, I love it. Well, that's good. Thank you. Any plant recommendations, maybe? Spooky plants? I made like some series of screen prints in grad school that had some poisonous plants on them. I feel like I put at least one of those in the slideshow up top, which I can't remember for sure. If you see it, it's like a figure with their head kind of going backward, and it's like a lot of teal and orange. And the bottom is like kind of a little bit tentacly looking. I can't remember if it's in there. Anyway, I might have just considered putting it in and then do that. Oh, see, there's a plant one. Um, I don't know if when I'm saying it is like y'all are seeing it at the same time or if there's a delay, so it's probably not helpful. um, I guess it would depend on what the environment is. The bigger leaves look like a banana leaf. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Banana leaf like a banana tree? Oh, yeah. I mean, since I was kind of getting vibes that she was on vacation, are those in like a tropical place? I really have no idea. I don't know a lot about plants. Yeah, I know not a banana peel. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, I think I like that black space there. It looks pretty good. If I do say so myself. I do want to thicken these lines up a little bit to make sure we've got enough contrast in between the man leg and the plant cocoon spikies or whatever. Hmm. Okay. All right, I'm thinking about this dang background. Okay. I'm gonna start a new layer for the background just in case I need all of it. Okay. I'll start out, I guess, using the shapes that I already had here and just kind of see what that ends up looking like. Maybe it's a resort, which I also don't necessarily know how to draw, but I'm feeling a little bit too lazy to make perspective lines and all that kind of stuff, but maybe it'll be just kind of abstracted, implied. Hmm. Chad says could be a nice place for some text. That's true. What about this text right here? I'm not gonna keep that. I guess I could like take it off now. Anybody that wants to know what pen I'm using has probably seen it for long enough at this point. um, oh, oh, my selection got a little crazy. I might keep it for myself just so I can remember another time. But we're gonna go ahead and take it off. Here we go. Oh my gosh, that's so much better. Hmm. I'm not sure what. Thank you for redeeming a hydrate. I will hydrate. I do. I did bring myself some water. I hope you can't hear me drinking. I like gulping, but it'll just prove that I really did it, I guess. Oh, I see. I saw that that was closed right before I did it, and I did it anyway, just for the thrill, I guess. Oh, come on, Apple Pencil. Don't do this to me. All right. Yeah, it could be a nice place for some text. I'm not sure what I would put there. Wish you were here. Something like that. That would be a funny gag. LOL, the slurp sound when the straw starts sucking air. Yeah, that should be like when the notification comes up on stream or something. I wasn't looking. I don't know if the actual notification came up on screen, but um, to have the little sound alert be the sucking straw sound. I'm sure that's out there. Oh, I see. But you're saying because it's like trying to hydrate, but there's nothing in the water bottle. That's probably what you mean. I got it eventually. Okay, well now we got some lines. Yep. Okay. Mm-hmm. Lines. Those are some lines. All right. Okay. I'm kind of curious. Like, let's see what it looks like if we do kind of a pattern. Dang, that perspective. None of those are matching up, but that's okay. All right. Hmm. Kind of interesting. Apple Pencil doesn't want to let me get my selection on here. All right. I think we're at a point now where I can finally turn the sketch layer off. So, hmm, I think it's mainly like this line, isn't it? It's like a little crazy. I don't know what that. I don't like that either, but that's okay. All right. So, I forgot it was on earlier. I remember that time, but it didn't close because my Apple Pencil's not working. Cool. Okay. Hmm. I don't know. What do you think, Chat? Do you like that we're going abstract on the right hand side, or is it kind of like is it given building? Is it given didn't know what to do with the background? Because any and all of those could be true. small. Let me go here like this. Mm. Don't ban me, but I think it's a little too big. Banned. Oh, you mean like because if it's a building, it shouldn't be going all the way to the ground like that. And the angle's obviously totally wrong. Yeah. Uh, Alan Prince is saying like the building is too close. Yeah, it's for sure too close. Mm, yeah, I mean the angle isn't really right either. Um, okay, we do have a vanishing point thing in Procreate, which I don't really ever use, but I could use it. Okay. Mm, no, right? Well, trying to think about where our horizon line is, or if I feel like it could be there. Hmm. Okay, well let's move this like darker. Let's see. Hmm. That's a specific reference. Okay. I do like brutalist buildings. Let me see if I can get a example right quick. Chad said, I feel like the brutalist buildings in, well, I don't know how to say that, Molshed Doma. I don't know what that is. Album covers would be a good fit for this piece. Don't ban me, but I don't know what that is. What that band is. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I see it. I am looking at the panorama hotel. That's very sick. Um, yeah, that would be a good fit. It kind of stresses me out. Thinking about trying to draw it though. I'm not a good former art major that still practices vanishing point perspective. Hmm. But yeah, I like the shape of it and stuff. Let me see. So that's why we put the background on a different layer because it could end up being terrible. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see. Hmm. Huh. Okay. What if? Oh my God. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. No, we're going to drawing guide. Okay. Let me see. We add another perspective line. That might. We're we're gonna need a bigger artboard. Oh, I heard that like a Jaws reference. Um, I hate everything about this. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. Um, I just feel stressed. Oh, look at that. Okay, okay. It'll be fine. Let's see. We'll do something kind of inspired by these like Apple Pencil. The death of me. Not really. I'm fine. It's pretty dramatic. Or smaller figures. No. Never. If the perspective on these is wrong, I'm just gonna have to give up. No, we'll warp tool it or something if it's totally wrong. Uh, hmm. My pencil hates me with all its heart. As long as I can get the approximation, it'll be fine. Okay. Yeah. Oh, lordy. I watched a lot of stuff about streaming and like recommendations for streaming, especially if you're new to it. And they all say don't do something that you're not familiar with or that you think is really hard. So yesterday I did timed hand drawings, and then today I'm doing buildings in perspective, which I also really hate and never do, but that's okay. I'm just a little bit in disbelief with myself right now. But that's okay. It's probably more entertaining watching me mess up than you know, not making a little bit of a fool of myself, but that's okay. Learning together. Um, okay. Chad says, I think I sent you down a very difficult wormhole. Yeah, a little bit. But that's okay. That's okay. Um, it's intriguing. It's intriguing. I do like how brutalist buildings look and whatnot. So it's not like a unwarranted wormhole. Like it makes sense. I think it does look good with um the weirdness that we've already got going on here. Just have to figure it out. I think freestyling buildings is a lot gonna be a lot harder. Okay. Well, we've got to start here. Oop. All right. So I think I want this gosh, it's like hard to erase when you've got the what is it called? Drawing assist on. But I want to turn it off because I need help right now. Oh gosh, this is like totally wrong too, isn't it? Oh Lord. I feel like this needs to be. Oh, what have I done? Does that need to be longer? Maybe I should just leave it alone. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Thinks I'm trying to go a different angle. Okay. That's something. Something's happening there. Okay. Okay, okay. I think that makes more sense. See, even with the perspective tool on, you still have to kind of know what you're doing, which there we go. We've got something. Is that enough? uh, Chad says, maybe a heavily Photoshop photo layer threshold or posterizing could help. That's a cool feature. Um, thank you. Yeah, I feel like I want to try to. I want to try to go the distance, but I don't know where the distance is taking me right now. Um, namely, like what happens underneath right here. Um, but okay, okay, we're gonna figure it out here. I think let's do like is that too much in one area? Maybe, but let's see. Um, yeah, or maybe it can like come down about the same. Spot. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let me see. I'm kind of yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking, oh no, that space is bigger than this one, isn't it? Oh, that's like perspective 101. Oh no. Oh gosh. Panicking. Oh no. How many times do I have to redraw the same exact poll? I'll probably have to re-ink this a little bit, but as long as we get some kind of structure down. But the bottom of it, like the bottom of it, I wonder if could do some sand or something like let me try to look at some pictures here. Hmm. It looks like, yeah. Hmm. Is that a cop out if there's just sand? Sand at the bottom. Oh yeah, looks like a receding archway without the arch. Hmm. Yeah, I can see that. Oof, stressful. Okay, okay. Uh, I feel like I need to do something else here. Maybe okay. How about we keep this theme going with like the um sections on top of sections and just oh my gosh, kind of keep going that route. Okay, yeah, that's something. I feel like I mean I liked that it was hovering, but I don't know if it should have been hovering. You know, although why do we have rules now if we have the plant man and what if the building continued further on the left so it projects in front of the plant man? Oh my gosh, you just told me to keep. Well, I guess it's really not that much space, is it? It's not that bad, I guess. But it sounded bad. It sounded bad. It sounded like you wanted me to draw a full building. But I guess it's not. It's just another a little boop out over here on the left. Mm, yeah, yeah, possibly. Hmm. And I guess I'm just trying to decide where our ground floor should be here. I know obviously where the horizon line is because it's in blue here, but where the bottom of our building should be. Hmm, something. Okay, okay. So if our building is going to continue all the way over here. Okay, so we're kind of, all right, I'm just going to do this to make sure that we're really about it and in the right spot. So that's where that line lines up if we continue it all the way. What do you think, Chad? Do you think there should be like some negative space over here in this area? Or do you think the building should like go all the way to the edge of the canvas like that? Hmm. Does the building stagger to the right? I'm not sure what that means. Hmm, like a staircase. Blank stare. You mean like how it's doing this like that? Yeah, I guess oh, okay. You mean like kind of stair step it down sort of? Hmm. Yeah, could. That could be something because I was thinking like I don't really know if I like how it is like up here in his like how it meets his chin right here. I feel like that's weird in the composition. I don't know. I'm not a total composition expert, but I just feel like it looks kind of weird having that all touching. Does it shift to the right? Or does it get wider as it goes up? Oh, I don't know. That question is hard. I'm not sure if I understand. Um, I don't know. I was kind of imagining that this piece here in the front was like a big, you know, like it took up more space, I guess, than these. Like kind of like it's getting more narrow as it goes back, I guess. Like or shorter height wise. I don't know if anything I'm saying makes sense. I don't know what this is. What did I draw this for? What was that? Um, Chest is like a staircase again. I feel so lost. I'm gonna whenever I watch this back later on, I'm gonna be like, oh, obviously this is what they're talking about, but I honestly don't know right now. Ooh, okay, okay. Come on now. Can we get a little can we get a little oh I see where kind of a spot here where it almost looks like it's going straight up. Hmm. I guess maybe we'll do guano. Um, I guess maybe we'll make that at the bottom of the building. So we go over. I feel like that should be right. I think the bottom of the building should be the horizon line. Okay. I hmm. Oh my gosh, yep, we got the ad again. Sorry. I got too concentrated thinking about perspective and staircases. And see, I promised I wouldn't miss it this time, but here we are. I did it again. Okay. I don't want to get dinged for having you know, uh music that's not royalty free. I don't know if I can get dinged for having a chase ads and whatnot in my thing. All right. Yeah, it's not an ad on the feed. It's I'm trying to use a YouTube playlist right now that's supposed to have royalty free music on it for streaming, and the ad played like on YouTube. Can y'all can hear the music right now, right? During the live stream? All right, let's see if I can. All right, how do we feel about this situation with our little building staggers? Started out as a building, then just kind of turned into um, giant stairs. I don't know, but oh yeah, and I guess like I guess these are going to come like forward because I think right because they're going to be sitting. If they're layered, they're going to be more in front of whatever the last one was. Any music I can plug into the feed? You know, I don't know. I've seen other streamers like they have little kind of like Spotify things that pop up, you know, like kind of like little pop out music players. Um and I think those are in their VODs as well. I'm not sure. I've only seen it live, but I don't know. I watched so many other YouTube videos that scared me. So I've seen other people actually play royalty music um, on their streams, but I don't know if it's just because they haven't gotten in trouble yet, or or if it's actually okay. You know, I don't really know. So I don't have the music up very loud because you know, I didn't want it to be. I guess what I'm trying to say is, as I'm blanking out, even the people that I have seen that have the royalty music in there, um, streams, they have it down like super, super low usually. Or I've seen like VTubers and stuff that will like sing along to the music, so you're kind of more hearing them than you're hearing the music. Um, which maybe that's intentional. I don't know. It's only my second day here. So I'm not sure, not sure. So I guess I don't really need this necessarily because I feel like this is going to be the end of our book too. Um, hmm, I guess I'll go ahead and get rid of this line here. Right. Okay. Wait, I'll just go back to my laptops here. I also there's somebody that I've started following recently. I can't think of their name off the top of my head, but they always just have totally silent streams. Like they don't play any music and they also don't have their mic on, and it's just like kind of like a live feed of them drawing in Photoshop, and that's all. Okay, so I can get these guys down here. I imagine a lion, like, uh, right? Is that making sense? Blood trail. Was that the little meat guy from that game? I can't think what the game is called. I think he's like a little meat guy. Oh man. Okay. I think I'm gonna try to turn off the drawing guide for now. That's the thing about the drawing guide. So even when you turn it off, sometimes the assisted drawing doesn't want to turn it off. Okay, little meat guy. I've never played it, but I have watched people stream it where it's like, I don't know, like a platforming type of game. And trying to have him not get meat shredded, get his meat shredded. I don't know. Not speaking from personal experience playing it. Okay. I feel like, all in all, not too bad here. Softer here. I don't know. Well, I hope that anybody currently watching this and those watching it in the future have been enjoying the thank you. The chat said the game is called Meat Boy. The Meat Boy is a little meat guy. There we go. I was pretty close. um, I was gonna say I hope that folks have been enjoying watching this and will enjoy watching it in the future on the VOD, on the recording. Um, it's been pretty fun. holding me accountable to finishing my drafts and whatnot, and making my drawing a little bit more challenging than I probably would have otherwise made it. I probably would have just done some gradients in the background and stuff and forgotten about it. Gonna delete that other background because yeah, it wasn't worth it. Go ahead and merge all of our new stuff. Let's do a quick check-in of so this was before we started, and this is after. Got a lot done here. I also kind of want to do maybe just for a little bit longer. I do kind of want to have a background going, like a sky background. For that, I think I'm gonna use. I really that newer Procreate update really kind of messed me up with the brushes and stuff. Okay, from my IGB vintage ink. That's also a set. I think if you Google it, if anybody's interested, um, you can find it. Modern Inker is probably my favorite. Oh, my that's gotta be my pencil doing that. It's kind of ending it in the same shape every time. Was my eraser on? We got another hydrate in the chat and a posture check. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for redeeming those leaves on that. Y'all, the leaf you'll see has like a little hole in it. And that's a reference to tent making bats that like bite little holes in the center of the leaf, and then the leaf like folds over into a tent and they cuddle up in there. Yeah, my back hurts for sure. Okay, I think after I get some uh clouds done here, we could probably call it a night. I'm probably gonna set my eraser to the same type of brush. No, I'm just like not seeing it right now. There we go. Oh, we got a crying emoji. Why are we crying? Oh, the tent bat story. Yeah, they're super cute. I think I have tent bat emojis in there too. I can't remember if those are set up for a certain tier of subscriber. I think I also have them set up as once you've had a subscription for a certain amount of time. I think you can also have a tent bat next to your name. But yeah, should definitely look up some pictures of them because they're super adorable. Just little white bats and kind of like white and yellowish. Tent emoji. Yeah, I might have the same problem as before where I just stopped talking, but I did it again. Where if I do a whole lot of black down here, it's going to cut off these little guys. So um, we'll see. Cross that bridge when I come to it in a few minutes. Oh, I was trying to stretch out my back a little bit there. We did have a couple additional viewers earlier, but it was when I was first initially really struggling with the building, so they were probably like, "That's too stressful for them to watch." They're trying to relax, and I'm being stressed. That's not good. Hmm. Yeah, this at this point we might have to implement the little. We'll see if we hate it, but we might have to implement the little white boundary. See, it looks kind of good. I don't know. What in the goodness? Okay, that was wild as hell. Wild as heck. I think I have a rating on this channel to be cursing right now. A Santa emoji. Oh, I don't know. I was about to that made me think of something and then it just disappeared from my mind right away. All right. Yeah, I don't know how often I'm going to be able to stream coming up, so I haven't set a schedule and I'm trying to keep it kind of low pressure for now. But I also was like, oh, Thanksgiving and stuff is coming up and probably not going to be able to record too much. Like at least not on the actual day and whatnot, you know. So I wanted to see if I could get in a couple more before Thanksgiving. for fun and practice. If nothing else, I'm definitely enjoying drawing more. Um, I've been thinking a lot about how, when I was younger, I would be so excited to come home from school or whatever and just start drawing and just draw the night away or whatever, And don't really do that so much anymore, You get so tired from work and other things that you just stop making stuff as much. I think I'm not alone in that because I heard somebody else talking about that today too on another stream. Somebody said almost the exact same thing, and I was like, oh man, it's an epidemic of wanting to draw and not having time or energy. And now what should we do down here with this guy? Oh, thank you. Right. Just as you said, that sky is really coming together. I did a little silly cloud. um, I know they kind of gotta get, they gotta get smaller as we go back. So maybe it'll actually be, I guess I'm just kind of debating on whether I want it to go fully black down here. I think I might want to. I guess here we can do full up to the contour maybe. Oops. Come on now, pencil. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna have it all to black, like you're asking. I'm trying to think about how I want to approach this area. I do kind of like the idea of it just being all black here. We'll see how it looks. Oh, we don't need to be down that here though. See, that's where things get a little confusing. Because if it then looks like he's got more like feathers or something. Okay. Just get it. I like these lines, but it's okay. Still kind of haven't really cleaned up the background stuff. I guess I could always come back and work on this one again for another short stream. Kind of add some more details and stuff. And clean up these crazy building lines here. Okay. I think I filled this in. Yay, okay. Huh. Well, I don't know. The only thing about that now is like now you can't tell like in this area that's like kind of like an overlap like over here. It kind of looks more like just that this is like negative space like in the sky. Hmm. Okay. Chat says it looks great though. I could be overthinking it a little bit. Can't always sleep on it also. Zoom in a little bit for the stream. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like that. Will this eventually be in color? That could be a way to create more distinction later. That's true. I could do that on the add in detail stream. I was originally thinking I was gonna add some color to this on this stream, but I really added like a whole bunch of stuff to the point where there just wasn't time for that probably. Maybe if I was doing like a 4 hour stream, but I think I'm gonna need to get up soon and walk around. So um and I also think I kind of want to have like some well that's not right, but you know, some darkness in here, but probably not all the way down. Um to make that look like it has more depth, I think. But yeah, I do like that we have lots of areas where we've got just like the full on, black shadows and stuff like that. Um hmm, yeah, I think this is probably a good stopping point. Um there's one tiny thing that I want to do before I forget. And that is just I really like this little tendril thing right here. And I don't want it to get lost. So I'm gonna outline it a little bit more thick right here. Thickly thick. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I think that that's a good stopping point. So thanks for tuning in, everybody that watched live. Hopefully this is gonna save this time to my VODs, and if not, I've also been recording it on OBS. So if it doesn't, I'll upload it to YouTube. So we'll see. All right. Well, thanks everybody. I hope you have a good night.